The World Championship in France is in about a week and a half, and I want to answer every single one of your questions about all the teams in this event. So we're going to recap each of these teams' seasons and make goals for them headed into this tournament. Now, we're going to start with the play-in teams, and one of those play-in teams is Foot Esports. This is VK Salin, Lioro, and Torres. They obviously invaded SSA, so they easily went 6-0 in regionals to qualify for this World Championships. Their really only notable result is their only win at a LAN against Virtus Pro at EWC. And so I think their world's goal is just to make it out of the play-in. I don't think it'll happen, but if you're in the play-in, I think that should just be your goal for most of these teams. You'll notice, let's just get into Virtus Pro. They have the same goal, make it out of the play-in. This is Catalysm, Sosa, and Sphinx. They also went 6-0 in regionals in APAC, obviously less competitive region, but they did go 2-3 at Birmingham, which is 9th through 12th, and which is the best event APAC has ever had. And so I think their world's goal is just make it out of the play-in. Again, unlikely, but if you're in the play-in, that should just be your goal, to make it out. OCE is kind of down in the dumps right now. So Super Lucky, Amphis, and Kaka, this is Team TSM. They did win one regional in OCE. They had to win that regional, otherwise they wouldn't be at this event. So good on them. They went 1-3 at the Rally Major. They did beat Foot Esports. Also lost to Virtus Pro though. And so their world's goal, again, make it out of the play-in, but also play confident. Play a play style that's fun, enjoyable, and inspires confidence in your fans, because right now it's not looking so good for OCE. Another play-in team, MIBR, not officially MIBR. They are currently ex-Corinthians, but it's rumored that they'll be picked up by MIBR. This is Brad, Drops, and Raisbull. Noticeable results for them is top 4 in regionals 3 times. In SAM, they ran into either Team Secret or Furia every single time and lost. But they did win the SAM LCQ, which is a pretty competitive LCQ in my opinion. So I think this is a sleeper team. I think that's why their goal, you'll notice there, make it out of play-in through uppers. You'll notice they have to play Gen.G in the first round. They're definitely the underdogs in that, but they can definitely win. And then they'll most likely play Rock, which is another one that they'll have to upset, but it's not so far off, or as far off as people think. And so their goal should be make it out of the play-in through uppers. Now, speaking of Team Rock, this is Twiz, Abdullah, and Ghazi. They did win the MENA LCQ, and they were finalists in the Open 5 after they beat Twisted Minds in like a reverse sweep or something crazy like that. Their world's goal, make it out of play-in through uppers as well. They should definitely beat Foot in round 1, and then they play MIBR or Gen.G. Either which, they can win. If you didn't know, MENA players do play a lot of LAN games at Saudi E-League, and so I think Team Rock is kind of underrated right now because they have that LAN experience, and so they could easily upset these teams. And then if they make it through uppers, just upset from there on. They have that LAN experience, like I was saying. They have a mechanical, high-flying play style that could easily catch teams off guard. And so just play for fun, beat some teams. And then next team, Ninjas in Pajamas. Their only notable result is the EU LCQ winner. I was looking through their Liquipedia, and it's pretty boring, right? I think they made a top 4 in a regional. Other than that, it's been 5th through 6th. And with players of this caliber, right, Nas, Oski, and Radosin, and a coach like Snansky, you would expect better results. And it was a Tachi before Radosin. Just these players is what created my goal, because their caliber is so high, which is why I have top 8 for them. They're the 5th EU seed, but I mean, you might as well go for it. You have nothing to lose. You're a play-in team. You're a play-in team that's really good. If you're on top of it, they could easily squeak into top 8 here if they get a little bit lucky with a bracket and if they play well. let's get into some NA teams though. This was the NA LCQ winner, Shopify Rebellion. This is two-piece Reddles and Wavy. I have their goal as make it out of the play-in through uppers as well, which will be difficult because they do, if they beat Virtus Pro, which they should, but we'll see, then they have to play against Ninjas in Pajamas as long as they beat TSM. And that would be an underdog game for them. But they could do it. But two-piece and Wavy first LAN, we'll see how it goes. They could also lose to Virtus Pro, who have LAN experience. I wouldn't be surprised. Shopify have done crazier things. But kind of similar with them with notable results. They don't have very many, except for maybe going to Game 5 with like Gas, which isn't good. But if they make it through the plan, just win one series in main event, and I think your fans will be happy. I think that would be amazing. It'd be so fun to watch two-piece Riddles and Wavy win a series against like Furia or something, which they could do if they're playing super well. Gen.G, the other NA play-in team. This is Magic Bear Cheese and Justin. They did win one regional, obviously when it was Riddles instead of Justin, and they've gone 2-3 at Birmingham and the Rally Major. 2-3 in Swiss, by the way. And so their world's goal, make top 8. I mean, you've teased fans long enough. If it happened at Worlds, that would be amazing, especially in France. You've teased it so long. I can't see it happening. I just see them going out 9th through 12th, but I really want them to be top 8, and I think they can if they get lucky and if they play well. Now, that is all the play-in teams. We're going to get into the main event teams. Wildcard OCE number 1. This is Fever, Torsos, and Banana Head. They won 4 of the regionals over in OCE. They're still pretty dominant. Their world's goal, just upset one team. I mean, in the main event, they're currently up against Furia. And Furia, who we'll talk about eventually, they have not been playing as good lately. And Wildcard, obviously, not been playing good either. But if they play confident, they play fun, they just throw everything to the wall, they could do it. I could see the upset happening. And so, I mean, just do it for fun, because we haven't had our yearly OCE upset. So it's got to happen at Worlds at least once. We'll see. Next team is Team Secret Sam number 2, but fighting for that Sam number 1 spot. This is KV1 Swift and Mata. Notable results: top 6 at the Raleigh Major and top 8 at EWC. They've been playing really, really well lately, which I think World's goal was tough for me to think about because they already made a top 6. So you would automatically think, oh, the next goal should be a top 4. But I just can't see them going higher than top 6. I think any team that they play against in the top 6, they're not beating. I think they can upset in the top 8, but I don't think they're making it past top 6. So top 6, their goal, I think that would be amazing for them at Worlds. Now the Sam technical number 1, this is Yan, Lost, and Jorfinho. They swept both splits. They went 6-0 in regionals over in Sam, and they made top 4 at Birmingham. And then at Raleigh, not so hot. They went out in round 5. Then again, they had crazy teams to play against. It was pretty unlucky. And then they had the group of death at EWC, but they still fell flat. They didn't look like their high-flying, crazy offense, challenge selves. And so I wonder if they're trying to change their play style, or if they're just not confident, or something happened. But as their world's goal, just regain confidence, get it top 6, because they are definitely a top 6, top 4 team. But they need a good result to stick together. I don't know if a top 6 would do it, but this off season for Furia will be really interesting. I don't know who they would replace. Maybe Secret and Furia kind of switcheroo a little bit, but if they do really, really well at Worlds, maybe they don't change at all. So I think that should be their goal. Now, Twisted Minds, Mina number 2. This is Nupo, Rise, and Atomic. Notable results: top 6 at the Raleigh Major, where they were reverse swept Karmine Corp, and then got beat by NRG in top 6. Birmingham Major, they went top 8. and they're a one-time regional winner in Split 1, where they did beat Falcons. Their Worlds goal, top 4. I think they've shown that they are a quality team. If Nupo is playing well, he can carry this team as to a win, like win the event, because he is just amazing. Atomic has been playing way better this season than I expected. He is getting really good setups for Nupo, similar with Rise as well. So top 4, their goal for me. Falcons, this is TRK, Rawas, and Kaliers. Don't even need to say that. Everyone knows they're a 5-time regional winner. Obviously losing that one time to Twisted Minds. They are the Raleigh Major champions, top 6 at the Birmingham Major, and they were 3rd at EWC. They are looking like the number 2 team in the world right now, obviously below Karmine Corp after their win. But their Worlds goal, win. I mean, it can't be anything else. I mean, they've already won a major, so why wouldn't it be win? I think anything below a top 4 would be disappointing for fans, based off of just how good this team looks when they're playing well. I think they're the best team in the world. But yeah, let's get into some North America teams. This is Space Station Gaming, Scribbles, Reveal, and Kofor. They did have one regional win, open number 6, and then they were top 8 at EWC. At EWC, they looked horrible, and then they looked amazing. They beat Twisted Minds, and they lost to Falcons 4-1. But honestly, I thought they looked really good versus Falcons. I wish they had played some other team in top 8, because I think it would have been more interesting. Falcons were just peaking. And I'm excited to see this team at LAN, because it seems like they found their footing. So I put their Worlds goal as top 8. I think it's possible. I don't think it's out there. If they play as good as we've seen them play, top 8 is doable. So I think that should be their goal. Now, another NA team that has had a pretty weird season. This is First Killer, LJ, and Chronic on the Ultimates. Now, notable result. They were 2nd at Birmingham Major. This is when we all thought, wow, this team is going to be amazing. And then, since then, it's been awkward. They went out round 5 at Raleigh, and then they didn't make it into top 8 at EWC. They have not looked like that same team. However, I still have their Worlds goal as top 6. I mean, we've just that 2nd at the Birmingham Major has just thrown me off so much. I don't know how to rank this team. And also, pros that I watch on YouTube are constantly hyping this team up, saying they're better than what their results say. So it's so hard to rank this team. But for now, World's goal, I think, is top 6. NRG, obviously, NA number 1. This is Atomic Beast Mode. Daniel, no need for an introduction. They went not 6-0. I don't know why I have 6 there. They went 4-2 in regionals this season, 2 in both splits. Top 4 at the Birmingham and Raleigh Major, and top 8 at EWC. Now, all these results, like, they're top 4s, but they're unconvincing top 4s, if that makes sense, at the Birmingham and Raleigh Majors. They just don't look as good. Everyone's always talking about, are they defensive team? Are they offensive team? It's some debate in the community. I don't think it matters, because obviously they're making top 4. But I do wish that their offense looked better, because right now it just looks like they sit back and wait, and it's not inspiring, if that makes sense. But we've seen what they can do consistently, and so I think their World's goal is just to win. I mean, what else would it be? It's NRG, it's Atomic, Daniel, Beast Mode. Like, that's got to be their goal. GK Esports, this one's interesting to me. This is Archie, Joyo, and Oli. They won a regional against KC in Open 3. They were 2nd at EWC and top 8 at the Birmingham Major. Their goal for me was kind of difficult to create. I have it as win currently. But I'm still iffy about that. They're 2nd at EWC is why I have their goal as win, because it seems like they're in form now. But But can they keep that up? I don't know. I have no idea. At EWC, they played well the whole tournament, but we've also seen at other tournaments and opens and regionals and whatnot where they were not able to be consistent or confident. So I have their goal as a win. I'm iffy about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think this team should aim for? Because I don't know. Next EU team. This is Team Vitality. This is Zen, Monkey Moon, Exotic. A big three that should have been winning things all season long, but they haven't won anything at all. They were 4th at EWC, top 4 at Rally Major, and top 6 at the Birmingham Major, and they don't have a single regional win, which is so weird to say when you have Zen, Monkey Moon, and Exotic on your team. But this is still a team built to win. This is still Monkey Moon at the end of the season. This is still Zen, who is in contention for the best player in the world. This is still Exotic, who is an amazing striker. So their goal has to be to win. They've definitely looked better in the latter end of the season, so I wouldn't be shocked if Vitality do win. But let me know what you guys think. This team has been so confusing this season. I don't know how to rank them either, because some matchups they're really good, and some they're just horrible. So now, next EU team. This is Dignitas. This is technically EU number 2. Stizzy, apparently Jack, and Joris. Probably one of the surprises of the season. Not a huge surprise, but still a good one. They won a regional against KC in like open, I want to say 5 or something. They were top 8 at EWC and 2nd at the Rally Major. They've been looking really, really good. They have a play style that works for them really, really well, and they're obviously all very committed to it and on the same board. And so their world's goal is to win. I'm also iffy on this one because they got 2nd, but destroyed by Falcons twice at the Rally Major. But the thing about Dignitas is they've gotten better throughout the season. I think EWC is a blimp. I hope. I'm going to hope that it is. I think they're better than that top 8 result. So we will see, but for now, their goal is to win. And the last team that everyone has power ranked number 1, this is Karmine Corp, Vatira, Atau, and Drowley. They were not 6. I don't know why I have 6 again for them. They are a 4-time regional winner in Europe. They are the EWC champions. They were top 8 at the Rally Major, and they are the Birmingham Major champions. They won 2 lands this season, and so their world's goal isn't just to win, it's to win dominantly. They are in France. The script is written for them, and so if they win, they got to do it dominantly just to potentially be in the conversation for the best team ever, because they've looked amazing. Obviously Drowley was a great addition to this team, and so I mean, they're looking likely to win, but it is hard to win multiple majors in a season. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Can they do it a 3rd time this season? Let me know if you guys think any teams on this list should have different goals. What did I miss? Later this week, I'll be coming out with my official predictions video. Make sure to tune into that and to like and subscribe this video if you want more in-depth stuff in the RLCS, and I will see y'all in the next video.